What is up, guys? This is Taylor, and today I'm going to talk about the Tag-Along Kit. And once again, this is another one of those games I played with my good buddy FPSKyle, and I just got the gameplay here as a backdrop, and I don't even remember how well I did. Got a game at something on somewhere here, don't give a shit about that, but anyway, the Tag-Along. Now, basically, let me kind of define the Tag-Along. Every group of friends has a Tag-Along, or every group of friends that's worth being a part of has a Tag-Along, and this is only like coming up because I realized like how annoying this tag-along character can be from an incident the other day. I'm gonna keep all names out of it, not like you guys would know anyone anyway, but any names I say are made up. Maybe they're not made up, you wouldn't know the difference either way, so I'm just saying that just, you know, for the sake of it. So, now, the tag-along. Now, the tag-along is basically that kid that nobody wants there, but he's kind of there by default. It's like that kid in high school at your lunch table who he didn't really say much and nobody really said anything to him, but he sat in the same seat every day, always sat there. Every once in a while would make eye contact with you if it was extraordinarily uncomfortable, and then I would get up and leave at the end of the lunch table. And I literally had this kid. Everybody has this kid. And if you don't know who this kid is, who the tag-along is, chances are you're the tag-along. I mean, you know, sucks to suck. Or another option is that your group of friends has actually evolved out of the tag-along phase of friend. I got pooped on right there, but whatever. He's a cheater. So, anyway, this I just moved into my apartment, as you guys should know if you've been keeping up with my videos, and I had a big group of people over a few nights ago just to kind of christen it and have a good time and have a party, and I was having a fun time just to enjoy myself. And one of my friends was talking to one of his friends, and that friend, who was the friend of my friend, asked if he could bring his friend over. So basically, if we're talking about this as like family tree, he's like a third, 3 times removed friend. He's a friend of me. And so that's, no, a friend of a friend of a friend of me, no less. And I'm a pretty nice guy, and so I was like, all right, whatever. I'll just let this guy come over. Little did I know that this fellow who I let come over actually brought his friend. So there was a quadruple times removed loner here who didn't know anyone but his one friend. And usually that sucks even worse because there's that one awkward fuck who only talks to that one guy that he came with. And it just gets really annoying because he kind of monopolizes that conversation and makes it awkward for everyone. And then to top it all off and make it worse, we were having a great time up until this point, and then he started, like, he gets there and immediately he starts asking the guy who drove him when they can go. Now, I don't know about you, but that kind of puts a damper on any party. If someone gets there and he goes, hey, when can we leave? When can we leave? When can we leave? And just won't stop talking about it. And I wanted to be like, Jesus Christ, get out of my house. I don't even know what your name is. There's no reason for you to be here. You're just being a sourpuss. You're killing the mood. And he just wouldn't leave, and it was getting really annoying. Eventually, I pulled my friend aside, who was the friend of the friend of the friend of the friend? Maybe there's one more or one less in there, but you understand the picture. And I talked to him and convinced him to go talk to their group and say, you know, this is awkward as shit. You should probably get out of here. Probably not for the best. You know, shit happens, is basically what he should have said to him to send him on his way. But anyway, the tag-along, man, my ice laker is, my ice maker is pretty loud. But, moral of the story, don't put up with no shit. If, like, usually you don't want to start conflicts and just say, like, no to someone who's coming over because you want to avoid it at all costs and just kind of say yes and roll with it. But if you don't know somebody and you think it's going to be awkward, for the sake of everyone at your establishment or house or whatever, don't let that person come over because it gets awkward as shit. And you may think it's being mean, but honestly, it's kind of mean for people to invite themselves over to your house, which, I mean, stuff like this still, like, astonishes me because it seems like not inviting yourself over to someone's house was, like, lesson 1 of, like, kindergarten. Like, yeah, you can't do that because it's not your house. And, like, here we are, college-age kids still inviting themselves over, and it's pretty goddamn annoying. But, man, I'm actually having a decent game. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really paying attention to the gameplay. This part looks good, though. That's all I care about. But, yeah. Anyway, so, as far as this new map pack thing that is coming out, oh yeah, I remember this is a really good tear, but as far as the new map pack that's coming out, what do you guys think are the most interesting videos to touch on at first? I'm not sure. I mean, obviously I'll do stuff for Moon, but what do you want to see? What are the first videos I should put up on Moon? Because honestly, at every one of these map packs, I keep getting better and better at them and figuring out what kind of videos to post, what kind of tags to use to get, like, to help my channel the most during these kind of growth spurts, and that'd be super freaking badass if I could get, like, a video to go viral or something for this next map pack. But yeah, so I'm trying to think of great ideas, something that'll really spice things up, or maybe I'll just get lucky and upload a really shitty video and it'll go viral. That'll probably be the more likely option. But anyway, that's all I've got to say for now. This video is coming to a close. A nice 10,000 to lesser than that number victory. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that kind of story and a bit of advice about the loner kids who are going to ruin your party by inviting themselves and then being rude to your guests and then expecting to be treated like kings in the process. And that's all I've got to say for now. I always say that too many times at the end, and I love you. Bye.